Hi there, it's Roger V from Swift Web Designer, and I'm happy to present Chris from the Swift Web Designer team. The video you're about to see is designed for entrepreneurs and business owners and sales professionals who are not necessarily computer professionals. What you'll learn in this video is how to increase your presence and get more of the market share from the internet from your local business. Enjoy the presentation.
What I want to do is first give you an overview of what's going to be covered, and then we're going to dive into the presentation itself. And at the end of the presentation, you're going to have good quality, actionable content that you can implement yourself. If you need some other help, you could pull in someone that you know, someone who's technically inclined. But I just want to stress here, even if you're not the most technically inclined individual, you're going to find these instructions to be pretty clear. I mean, the feedback I've gotten on this workshop has been pretty good. People find it to be very useful, and that was, my intention and goal when I created this. So jumping into the overview, let me point out here, traditional mass media has been declining as more media channels continue to be adopted by consumers. Let me give you a key example of mass media. A few of them: radio, TV, newspapers, yellow pages. These are mass media advertising platforms that used to be the only game in town when consumers only had access to limited media outlets. How many of you remember, for example, growing up with only 3 major channels on the TV? What's cable TV have today? Hundreds? So for local businesses, the cost of getting into mass media marketing has been quite high. And for the local businesses that decided to move ahead with some kind of advertising using the mass media, in many cases they found negligible results after a significant expenditure of money. So after all, why the negligible results in many cases? Well, mass media advertising is reaching out to large, unsolicited audiences with the hope of resonating with a few of those people. It's like throwing mud on a wall and seeing what sticks. Here's an example of what I mean. In my local paper, I regularly see an ad being run by a local piano store. The goal of this ad obviously is to attract consumers who are ready to buy a piano. And of the thousands of newspapers printed and distributed that day, the advertisers hope to find that small pool of readers that are in the market to buy a piano. And that in this super small pool of readers that are wanting to buy a piano, that they're actually ready, willing, and able to come to the piano store to try out and purchase a piano. So mass advertising does have its place and can get products and services sold. However, it's an expensive exercise with unpredictable results for many businesses. So due to the popularity of the internet, consumer behavior is rapidly changing. This means cost-effective customer acquisition strategies are available to locally owned businesses that were really never there before, and the ones that move fast can really take advantage of this seismic sea change in consumer buying behavior. The focus today is shifting heavily towards consumer searches. Rather than take costly chances by marketing to uninterested consumers, companies are adopting marketing strategies that help them get found by consumers who are searching online with highly relevant product or service specific needs. So at the beginning of the 21st century, the goal of every local business should be getting found as easily as possible by these searching consumers. Some local business owners do tell me, hey Chris, my business comes from really word of mouth and referrals, which undoubtedly, I'll tell you, is obviously the best kind of business to get. But how much money are you leaving on the table by ignoring the searching consumers out there who don't know the local providers, who don't have that referral or that contact of the happy customer you have? You're leaving a lot of money on the table because what they're doing is they're starting their search online and then going out to the local supplier, retailer, or service provider for what they're looking for. So if you've got a competitor that realizes this and they're being found, what's that mean to your bottom line? At this point, can you really afford to base your business on one marketing method, the word of mouth referral method? I mean, how much faster every year would you reach profitability utilizing a little findability marketing into your marketing mix? So in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how local buyers are first searching online and then making phone calls, in-store visits, and purchases from other local service, or I should say from local service and product providers. Then I'm going to show you some ways, some easy ways, that you can get your business jump-started to being found on the web by these consumers. The best part is that many of these services are completely free, and in particular, I'll be showing you step by step how to really take advantage of a tool that Google offers every local business. Traditional marketing is rapidly declining. Within the next 4 years, ad spending in print directories like the Yellow Pages alone will be declining 39%. Television is being hit hard also. Third quarter last year, 2009, revenues sank 22.6% compared to the third quarter in 2008. That's why you've been seeing so much turnover at TV stations. It's part of the problem. They're not getting the advertising revenue that they used to. Same story with radio. Revenue declined by 16% in third quarter, which made the third quarter 2009 the 10th consecutive quarter of declines in radio advertising. What's interesting is the quote that I have right above the radio advertising information, which is, television's numbers are tapering down due to audience erosion from other media delivery options. So there's been a media channels advertising expansion. You know, the mass advertising to unsolicited audiences, in many cases, it's outright declining. In many cases, it wasn't that effective to start with. It's also very expensive for local businesses. What is rising is consumers actively searching online, print in some cases, and mobile. That's the up and coming tool that consumers are using to find what they need to find on the internet. So a key goal for local businesses for the 21st century is being found online by searching consumers. Local search is a small business game changer. I've had conversations with business owners, local business owners, who explain to me that, hey, Chris, I get my customers through word of mouth, through connecting to the community, through the different activities I do, of course, providing quality service or products. And that's all true. That's never going to change. However, every business needs new customers to grow. And with new customers to grow, there are different ways to attract these new customers into your doors. The smart business owners are going to be attentive or notice how consumer behavior is changing. So consumer behavior is changing in that consumers are actively going online and searching, and then going out and making a visit to the local business owner. I'll give you some quick, very important statistics that I hope really drives the point home. 90% of online commercial searches result in offline, bricks and mortar store purchases. 82% of local searchers follow up offline via an in-store visit, phone call, or purchase. So what's happening is local searchers, again, are starting with finding and researching and getting their information for other local businesses or businesses that they need online. And Google's noticed this too. Google has found that 73% of online activity is related to local content. So the rest of this workshop is going to be focused on an incredible resource that Google has offered businesses. Before diving in, I wanted to give you a small business success online story. Pink Cake Box. It's a specialty cake store. It opened in 2005. It's got 10 employees. Now here's what's interesting. Pink Cake Box's blog receives upwards of 120,000 unique visitors a month. And these number of unique visitors drive a large percent of their orders. Look what the owner has to say. He said, I don't think we realized how critical the web would become to our business. And here, the owner, Jesse Heap, stumbled into it. And the situation for so many local business owners is they just don't realize how critical the web is to their business now and moving forward, and will become even more critical.